I don't think there's really one moment that starts a comeback. We have the ability to overcome anything as long as we're surrounded by the right people.
I need a good group of people to trust, to work on my body.
I'll be back and I'll be stronger than ever.
I go, who are you? He goes, I'm the guy that's going to save your life.
Comebacks imply returning to where you once were. I want to go where I've never been.
Why is everything at Qdoba so good? Because we grill it, slice it, smash it, spice it, shred it, flip it, squeeze it, dip it, braise it, melt it, and saute it. Pour it, cook it, eat it, ate it. Roll it, cut it, mix it, roast it, press it, dice it, top it, smoke it, build it, salt it, pit it, scoop it, fresh it, toss it, and we do it in-house every day at Qdoba.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. Last year, we were able to help our clients 72 times buy or sell their homes, bringing them to their next real estate chapter.
Sometimes people ask us how we do that. We listen closely to all of our clients, of course, whether they're buyers or sellers, so that we know what their goals are. When you're a seller, we partner with you, come to your home, do a marketing analysis, marketing plan, and help you prepare your home for success. Let us know if we can help you.
Soar Hawks!
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. I'm interrupting this commercial right now. Retailers have canceled MyPillow, and to thank you for your support, I'm going to pass the savings directly on to you. Go to MyPillow.com right now to get deep discounts on all MyPillow products. For example, you can get my premium MyPillows, regularly $69.98, now just $29.98, the lowest price ever.
Swagelok of Minnesota, North Dakota, and Appleton are proud supporters of Chaska Hawks football. At Swagelok, our solutions are designed to perform under pressure, just like our Hawks football teams. We congratulate the Chaska Hawks on their 2019 state championship and wish them the best of luck this season.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Need a new driveway, sidewalk, or patio? Jensen Decorative Concrete has hundreds of colors and patterns to choose from. Call Jensen Decorative Concrete now through Wednesday and get free stamping with the purchase of a colored concrete project. 952-210-2692.
Opportunities come, right? We seize it. We take the opportunities. Work your tails off all summer long. Challenges come up, opportunity, respond. Right? Did it in the summer, did it in the weight room, did it in 2 days, did it in practice. Everything we've asked you to do, you've done. Let's go! Nothing's going to be given to you tonight. You take it. You got an opportunity to make a tackle, make the tackle. Make the catch. Make the block. Get in the end zone. Right? Tonight, as a team, we go out and we freaking take it. Let's go take it.
Welcome to Homecoming 2021 here at Chaska High School. It's Chaska Hawks football on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. This beautiful October evening here from Chaska, Minnesota. Some rain potentially approaching from the south, but we'll keep the coverage going here on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network, brought to you by Heartbreakers Bar and Grill. Ryan Paul, Mike Schmid with you here tonight. Mike, Homecoming 2021, it's good to have a crowd back and homecoming festivities this year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of fun having the crowd back, everyone coming out tonight in the student section dressed in their red, white, and blue. I'm excited for a fun night, Ryan.
Should be a good one. Chaska undefeated at 4-0, wins versus Jefferson, Chanhassen, Benilde, and then last week scraping one out at Waconia. Struggling Cretin-Durham Hall comes into the game at 1-3. Lost their first 3 to Spring Lake Park, Matamida, and St. Thomas Academy. Won last week at Apple Valley. We'll see what they bring to the table this evening.
Yeah, I know Cretin-Durham Hall's looking to build on a little bit of momentum. They started off their season on just a gauntlet. I mean, St. Thomas Academy, Matamidi, and Spring Lake Park are 3 powerhouse programs in the state of Minnesota.
Aiden Mackey will kick. The sophomore will get the game underway here for Cretin-Durham Hall. Once again, thanks for tuning in to Homecoming football here from Chaska High School. Brett Johnson, Todd Grover on the controls, and we are underway. Chaska at 4-0 will get the ball here to open up tonight's game. DeSalt breaks free on the initial return. DeSalt up across midfield, and he's finally pushed out of bounds. Colin DeSalt, who had the game-winning touchdown catch last week, Mike, at Waconia, opens up the game with a big play on the kickoff return.
Yeah, he received that ball about the 15. It was kind of a sky kick there. Cretin-Durham Hall was able to get down, but DeSalt made 1 or 2 guys miss, caught a couple blocks, and now Chaska's starting in Cretin-Durham Hall territory.
Mentioned that game last week, a week ago tonight in Waconia. It was a 7-0 game. DeSalt with the game-winning touchdown catch in the last minute, and Chaska 4-0.
Yeah, I think that one was a little bit closer than the Hawks wanted. Talking with the coaching staff, they knew that Waconia always plays them tough, and we saw it on Friday night. I mean, it went down to the wire. I think DeSalt scored with 21 seconds left in the fourth.
First offensive play for Chaska. Roll out to the right. Carver Miller catches the Braden Sanders pass, gets up to the 25. Good block there by the aforementioned DeSalt, and the Hawks move the chains, get about to 25-yard line.
Yep, good starting play there, opening it up right off the bat, letting Saunders get comfortable with a quick pass to one of his more reliable wide receivers in Carver Miller. I know, like, last year we talked so much about Nick Snugger, the St. Thomas slot wide receiver from last year. Carver Miller's kind of came in and filled his shoes, and he's done a great job so far this year.
That's for sure. Miller, 2 touchdowns, almost 200 yards on the season receiving. Chaska, after moving the chains on their first play, gives the ball to their star running back, Jack Boyle, the senior. He stumbled at the 25 and gained maybe a half yard. Boyle opened up the season strong, 200-yard game at Jefferson, and since then he's been defended well by teams. Teams know what to expect. He's got 500 yards on the season.
He's not surprising anybody anymore. Yep. You know, he came into this year with about 250 rushing yards, I think it was, and he kind of lit the world on fire that first game.
He gets the call here on second down. Boyle breaks through. Boyle to the 10. He's inside the red zone, and Chaska hammering it down on Cretin-Durham Hall early here in the first 2 minutes of the football game.
Yeah, I mean, the coaching staff did a good job there. Sausner did a great job opening it up right off the bat, moving Saunders a little bit in the pocket, and then going back to that running game, which has been so dominant.
Hawks had 148 yards on the ground last week at Waconia. More on that game throughout the broadcast tonight. Sanders in the backfield, has Boyle behind him. They'll hand to the Chaska big running back. He scampers up ahead to the 5-yard line, gain of a couple. Bring up second down.
Yeah, expect Cretin-Durham Hall to sell out to stop this run. They played Spring Lake Park, who runs that veer. All they do is keep the ball on the ground. They played St. Thomas Academy. All they do is keep the ball on the ground. So this isn't something that is new for Cretin-Durham Hall. They are a little bit undersized. They run a 4-4 defense to try to combat that. But look for them to sell out by, rushing their blitzers.
Chaska on the first possession of the game has the ball inside the 10. They'll go to the end zone. DeSalt skying for it, and he holds it in. What a catch, Colin DeSalt. Mirror images of last week's game winner at Waconia, and Chaska's on the board on their first possession.
Yep, good start here for the Hawks tonight. They march down the field and get a touchdown in under 2 minutes or under 3 minutes. Absolute great job. Saunders with a great ball. Dussault just goes up and he's going to win a lot of jump balls with that 6'4", 6'5" frame.
He's a big boy out there going on the undersized cornerback that Cretin has out there. C.J. Schwab. Kemp will kick the extra point. It's up and good. Kicking been a struggle for Chaska so far this year, but extra point is good. And Chaska, less than 3 minutes into the game, has a touchdown.
You know, when you got a team coming in, it's homecoming. They're 1-3. They don't have, you know, they haven't started off that hot this year. If you come down and you put a drive together like that, Ryan, it makes for a long night. As you can see in the broadcast here, there's not a lot of Cretin-Durham Hall fans that made the trip out here. So, I mean, it's a great start for the Hawks, and let's see if they can keep it rolling.
Chaska would like to push this one out of reach early. Cretin struggling on the year. Won their first one of the season, as we said last week, against Apple Valley after starting 0-3. Coming in looking for a win, but a tough task tonight. Chaska on homecoming night with a full crowd, full student section, bands in attendance, fireworks displays.
And yeah, the upbacks right now for Cretin, they're pretty tight. Knowing what the Hawks love to do here, I'd expect Krause to put one in the bottom corner here right around the 25-yard line and see if Chaska can go chase it down on the outside.
Durrell Hall and Will Hyder deep for Cretin. We haven't seen Chaska boot it deep very much, and Krause does the same thing. A pooch to the near side. Fair catch brought in. No, it's fumbled, but it is eventually fallen on by number 61 for Cretin-Durham Hall.
Yeah, that's something that if I'm a coaching staff on the other team, I'm definitely going to go smaller on our kick return, just knowing how good Chaska's been on kickoffs. I don't know how many they've gotten in the last couple of years, but it's definitely been a weapon with Nick Snuggerud and now Nevin Krause. They're just so good at pooching that ball up in the air and putting it in the corner.
9:42 if you're just joining us. Chaska scored quickly on their first possession, drove down the field after a couple big plays. Colin Dussault touchdown catch in the corner of the end zone, put the Hawks on the board, and it's a 7-0 game early here. Cretin's first play from scrimmage. Luke Floysen in the backfield. Little trickery here right off the bat. Jet sweep to Ryan Warford. Warford will throw downfield, and it's nearly intercepted, underthrown. Carver Miller in the area. We're looking for the wide receiver, Santa Antipina.
Good job there by Rolf not to over pursue on that QB rollout to the bottom half of your screen. He stuck with it, read his keys, was able to chase down the wide receiver that had another wide receiver deep there. I mean, they definitely could have taken a shot, but Rolf in pursuit made it difficult.
So trickery from Cretin-Durham Hall trying to catch Chaska off guard. The jet sweep worked originally, but the ball underthrown. So 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. 9:34 here, first half. Ryan Paul, Mike Schmid with you on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Handoff, stood up in the backfield. Nice tackle by Max Hatfield. Hatfield's had a huge year on defense for Chaska.
Yeah, Hatfield's really been a great player for the Hawks this year. He's kind of an undersized middle linebacker, but he plays with so much heart and so much instinct that he's really been a tough block. It's going to be interesting tonight, Ryan, and one of the big points that we spoke about pregame, no Colton Rada for the Hawks tonight. He's been a huge part of their success so far this year. Senior captain, keeping the guards off of the inside backers, so it's good to see them moving early.
Rada injured last week in Waconia, scary injury. Was in school this week, seemed to be healthy for the most part. This ball's underthrown. Floysen couldn't get it to midfield where his receiver was. Rada out tonight. We hope that he'll be back soon for Chaska. Obviously, as you said, Mike, a big part of this Chaska front.
Yeah, I was down on the field before the game. Rada lost feeling. He had to be carted off last Friday at Waconia. Feeling came back really quickly as soon as he got into the hospital. He started to feel a little bit better. He's in concussion protocol right now. He's hoping to get hopefully at the beginning of this next week here, and we'll get him back on the field.
Durham Hall will punt. Eck to boot it for the Raiders. Good snap. Running up to it, Eck. It's short. Chaska will fire. And the ball takes a Cretin-Derham Hall roll to the 32 where it will plant. And that's where Chaska will take over for the second time on offense. The Crooked Pint Craft Beer Bar offers a complete menu for lunch and dinner. Don't miss our weekend brunch and kids meals. We feature the best Lucy's, pub pot pies, jumbo tater tots, and our pub tacos. We're located in the Chaska Curling and Event Center. The Crooked Pint Ale House is the perfect restaurant for a night out with friends, family, or the team after a big win. Don't forget to wear your Hawks gear on game day and save 10%. Chaska, we will see if they go back to the air here and try to put Cretin in a further hole. Jack Boyle obviously successful on the ground in that run, in that first possession, but Hawks split 3 out wide here. Miller in motion. Option, Sanders keeps. Dumps it off for Miller right before he's hit. Miller has an opening. Miller to the 40, to the 35, and he's run out of bounds at the 27-yard line. A big play for Carver Miller once again. Great play by Sanders in the backfield.
Yeah, Carver Miller's going to get all the stats for that one, but Braden Sanders really made that play. He gave a long ride to Boyle going up the middle, pulled it, and was able to get outside. He waited till the very last minute, made the defender make the decision on that play, and gave the late pitch, so Carver Miller could scamper up the sidelines. Great start here for the Hawks. I'd expect him to keep it on the ground here in this possession. This is kind of what Chaska's coaching staff and Jamie Swissner's MO has been. Get an early lead and then just salt it away. A nice long drive can be just as effective as a score when you're up 7-0.
8:26. Cretin punted on their first possession. Chaska scored. Here's Boyle off the left side. Boyle outside the hash marks. He's close to the sticks. I think he's going to be just a yard shy. Nice
Great
push on the toss.
Yeah, great carry there again by Boyle. He's so effective up the middle, Ryan, that we don't get to see him very often in the open field. So great job there by the coaching staff again, getting Boyle in space, because anytime he's in a situation where it's him and a DB, he's going to win that battle 9 times out of 10. So as soon as they can get him out of that box and get the ball in his hands, it's a great thing for the Hawks.
Under 8 to go. DeSalt split out wide to the right.
Keep an eye on that. He's got the undersized corner on him again.
One-on-one near side. Chaska will hand off to Reese Turner, though. Reese Turner gets the first down and more up to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, impressive job so far by the offensive line. We mentioned Rada playing D-line. He also goes and plays guard for the Hawks. So the Chaska O-line doing a great job without their leader so far.
Turner, the 5'11 junior, got a good amount of playing time in our last broadcast.
Yeah, and that was huge, Ryan, because they kept the mileage off Boyle. Boyle was the only ball carrier for the Hawks to carry it against Waconia.
Hawks to go to the air again. Sanders looking for DeSalt right through the hands, though. Nice effort by the Chaska senior wideout. Just a bit overthrown. Nice ball, though, by Sanders where it needed to be.
Yeah, you know, speaking of our last broadcast here, Ryan, that looked exactly like DeSalt's touchdown catch from the last sideline. He laid out, attempted to get it, got a couple fingers on it, but wasn't able to corral it in. That ball had a lot of heat on it from Sanders.
Chaska moving north to south here on their 14-yard line. Skies are dark to the south. Storms are moving in. Hopefully don't affect this contest tonight. 7:24 in the first quarter here from Chaska High School. Sanders hands off to Turner. Turner scampers to the 5, and he's pushing ahead further up to the 2. Good strong run from Chaska's Reese Turner.
Looks like we do have a flag on the play, but that doesn't take away from the fact that that was a great run by Reese Turner. Made a couple people miss, danced a little bit, waited for his hole to open up, and then got upfield. Looks like it's coming back with a holding here.
It is a holding on Chaska. That's the call, so it'll back him up 10 yards. Nullifies the Turner carry.
Yeah, but we're seeing more of that running back rotation already tonight, Ryan. Like I said, against Waconia, Boyle was the only running back to touch the ball. Turner did play a little bit on defense, but wasn't in the backfield very often, and now Nash is back there.
Seen Chaska go with this running back by committee here in the last couple of weeks. Aaron Nash, the 5'8 senior. Fills out all that 5'8 frame, though. He's a big boy. 7:02 to go and running. First quarter. Hawks up 7-0 after the DeSalt touchdown reception on the opening drive. Here's Sanders looking through the air once again, trying over the middle for DeSalt. DeSalt had it knocked out of his hands. Great defensive play by Cameron Vang, the junior D-back for Cretin-Derham Hall. Nice ball by Sanders, but knocked down by Vang.
Yeah, that was a really nice play there by Vang, going up and contesting the ball against the bigger wide receiver. Carver Miller also was on a wheel route there, and he was wide open. I bet Sanders, as much as he delivered a good ball there, he would love to have that one back and get that out to Carver Miller in the end zone.
Hawks will go 3 wide on 3rd down here, 19 to the sticks. Sanders dumps off to Boyle in the check. Boyle met by a couple of Raiders, though, at the 22-yard line, and he gets no further than that. So it'll bring up 4th down. We'll see what Jamie Susner and company decide to do here on 4th and very long.
Yeah, they're kind of in no man's land right now, Ryan. Last year we'd say go ahead, kick it. But this year with the kicking struggles they've had so far, it looks like they might elect to go for this, even though it is 4th and a mile.
Well, Susner keeps the offense on the field here. Mid-first quarter, Chaska up 7-0.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Susner maybe saw something on that last incomplete pass to DeSalt that he might like. Like I mentioned, the wheel to Carver Miller was wide open as the corner trailed DeSalt.
Hawks will go to the air again. DeSalt going against Vang. DeSalt had it in the hands and just let it fall to the turf. Great ball put on by Sanders. DeSalt just couldn't haul it in. Well played by the Cretin-Durham Hall defense, but Chaska gives up a turnover on downs after unsuccessfully going for it on 4th and long.
Yep, it looks like Vang is down on the play, starting corner for Cretin-Durham Hall. He's popping up now. You know, you can't throw it any better. It was perfect execution by the Hawks up until the very last minute there, Ryan. I'm sure DeSalt wants that one back. But you know what? Burying Cretin in a little bit of deep field position here.
3 or 4 great balls put on by Sanders, and I give him credit. We haven't seen Chaska go to the air this often all season long here on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. You see it on our Heartbreakers Bar and Grill replay. That was a well-thrown football. Cottoman Orthodontics for more than 60 years and 3 generations. The Cottoman family is giving your family the highest quality orthodontic care. At Cottoman Orthodontics, you're not just getting a new smile, you're joining our family. Call today for a free consultation at one of our offices in Plymouth, Maple Grove, Orono, and Chaska. So Cretin-Durham Hall will take over after the turnover on downs.
Yeah, if Cretin wants to get something going, they're going to have to get Darrell Hall involved.
Jet sweep to Warford. Warford swallowed up a few yards beyond the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle there by Brendan Suhr.
Good job there by Suhr by just recognizing the motion, coming down and making the easy play. And Chaska's so athletic on the edges that running any sort of horizontal play calling is always extremely difficult. They run the 5-2. They stretch out their 2 outside backers, who are probably their 2 best defenders. Anything going to the outside is typically gobbled up pretty quick.
Floysen, handoff to Hayter. Hayter blows through a couple Chaska would-be tacklers, gets the first down and a few extra. Nice run by the Cretin-Durham Hall senior.
Yeah, it's only the second time we've seen him so far tonight. Obviously, they didn't get anything going in their first possession. That was a nice hard run. He's kind of an undersized running back, but as you can see, he finishes strong. Watch the end of this play on a replay there. Nice lowering the shoulder, getting upfield.
5:24 to go. Cretin-Durham Hall moves the chains on 2nd down. Floysen handing off. Chaska, a slew of tacklers. Rolfe there to bring down Hayter.
Yep, Cretin doing what they can. Like I mentioned, they were a little bit undersized, trying to stretch that ball out, get on the outside edge so they can get some room to operate, because going up the middle is probably not going to work against this defensive line with the Hawks.
Defense, big story last week against Waconia.
Again.
61 yards on the ground, 61 yards through the air allowed by Chaska. Just over 100 total yards of offense for Waconia last week. Here's Floysen rolling out. In chases Turner. Floysen at the line of scrimmage is wrapped up and brought down. Rolfe in there. Good pursuit by Reese Turner, though.
Yep, Reese Turner really flushed him out of the pocket there. Didn't give him an option to set his feet and throw. Strung it out long enough for Rolfe to get over there and make the play. I would expect to see a lot of Turner tonight on the D-line. With Rada out, he's kind of their pass rush specialist, so anytime it gets into a second, third, and long, expect to see 15 out there.
Third and manageable for Cretin here. Hall and Warford split out wide on the near side. Handoff, though, run right into the offensive line. Hayter backed up a couple yards, and it'll be 4th and 5 for Cretin-Durham Hall after the tackle for loss by Ben Bovey.
Yeah, great play there by Bovey. Little delayed handoff up the middle, trying to catch the Hawks off guard, and everyone kind of stayed home.
3:10 to play first quarter. Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Hawks football on homecoming Friday here from Chaska High School. Warm October day, in the 70s today. Very muggy after some rain last night. Skies don't look promising to the south. Hopefully we can get this one in. Quick punt, line drive punt. It's going to take a great roll for Cretin-Durham Hall, get down to the 20-yard line. That just got over the line, Mike, and Luke Floysen pins Chaska down inside the 20-yard line.
That was very close to being a disaster. I think if the Chaska D-line might have been paying a little bit more attention there, somebody could have gotten a paw on that one. But fortunate bounce for Cretin, and we're down on our own 20, or excuse me, our own 16. Let's see him finish a drive here, Ryan. They had 2 opportunities to get in the end zone in that last one. I'd really like to see him extend this lead out. Try to put Cretin away early. Like I said, small crowd over on their end. 1-3 record. You know, they had to travel probably 45, 50 minutes by bus to get out here. Playing against a team on their homecoming, it's, you know, kind of a recipe for disaster if you don't get off to a hot start.
It's a new team on the Chaska schedule this year. We don't often see Cretin-Durham Hall, ever see Cretin-Durham Hall coming to town. Sanders hands off Boyle up to the 20. Maybe just a bit shy of it, but Brian Dahl going outside of the West Metro this year to St. Paul, where Cretin-Durham Hall, obviously the home of Joe Mauer, high school.
Yep, Joe Mauer, Matty Burke.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, I like it. You know, it's nice to get new teams out there. It also gets you recognized statewide. Not that the Hawks aren't as the reigning champs right now, but it really kind of just solidifies their efforts.
No state tournament last year, so Chaska still holds the title of defending 5A state champions. Sanders hit as he throws, finds Miller. Miller has a step, Miller to the 30, to the 20. Carver Miller all the way to the end zone. Chaska touchdown.
Great play there by the Hawks. Little slot man dump down the middle. Great play as we go to the replay. We're going to see Braden Sanders stay in there, hang out for a little bit, let Carver Miller get past that safety. He's going to take a hit right there, and he delivers a perfect strike. Great job there by the senior quarterback. He's feeling it tonight.
Really, really well executed play by Chaska. Sanders put the ball right in stride for Carver Miller, and it was nothing but green after that for the Chaska senior. 3rd touchdown on the year for Carver Miller. And Chaska, as the Kemp extra point goes up and through, 14-0, Chaska with the lead here in the first quarter.
Yep, great start to homecoming here for the Hawks. Let's see him put down the gas now. Let's get some other guys in this game early, Ryan. I want to see some younger guys get some playing time. I might be speaking a little bit too soon, but the Hawks have come out hot tonight. They know seniors homecoming. First time they're playing in a homecoming game with any crowd.
Correct.
So I know that they're fired up tonight. So it's great to see the Hawks start off this good.
Homecoming 2021 going well for the Hawks so far. They'd like to thank Mike Boyle and his team at Unrestricted Marketing. Whether it's developing a brand strategy, creating digital content, or designing and managing promotional apparel, Unrestricted Marketing will deliver an unparalleled, unabashed, and unbelievable experience. Go to unrestrictedmktg.com for more information. Unrestricted Marketing and Mike Boyle's team creating that hype video that you saw pregame. We'll play it again at halftime. But great work always done by Unrestricted Marketing. That's unrestrictedmktg.com. Can't thank them enough for the work they've done over the years here at Chaska High School. Under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter from the Hawks' Nest. Chaska up on Cretin-Durham Hall early. 2 touchdown throws for Braden Sanders. 1 to Carver Miller and 1 to Colin DeSault. Hawks pooch it to the far side of the field this time.
Almost lost it there.
Return by number 84, Sam Kupenminers.
Yeah, and Cretin did make the adjustment there. They widened out their up backs, knowing that Chaska might attempt that pooch again. Good job on their part. On Monday, Ryan, our freshman had a game here at the Hawks Nest, and prior to the game, the varsity team was out here practicing, and the coaches allowed them to just go in skell, so they're just wearing the helmet, shorts, and it was Hawaiian shirt day at school, so everybody was out practicing in their wide open Tommy Bahama shirts.
Love it.
Yeah, they're playing loose, and they definitely look it.
Homecoming week, obviously Spirit Days all week long. America out here tonight, theme for the students, and they're here in bunches. Lateral pass received by Ryan Warford. Warford up ahead to the 37, where he's pushed out of bounds. Caden Rector there on the tackle.
Yeah, great job of getting downhill there by number 22, Rector, coming down and delivering a big hit. It's a lot of punishment for 2 yards there on the outside edge. Had a lot of the guys on the team cutting their teeth, and they're testing out their coaching chops this week as well as they coach the Powder Puff game.
That's right, Wednesday night. Always a fun atmosphere for that. It's just great to have homecoming festivities once again. Last year, big sacrifice made by that senior class. A lot of them are in attendance here tonight, coming back from their colleges.
Yeah, that was a great play there by Ryan Mercer, who's made a couple big plays already so far tonight. Last drive, he drove his guy about 4 yards deep into the backfield, forced the running back to run into him, causing a stop, and then he gives pursuit there and makes a nice job, or does a nice job of forcing the errant pass. Mercer's getting a little extra run tonight too with Rada out.
3rd and 8 for Chaska. Or for Cretin-Durham Hall, rather. Floyson, shotgun. High snap. Hit as he throws. Dump down pass. Big hit put on by Max Hatfield. We've said that a number of times.
Yeah.
Taking a blow there was Will Hayter.
He is just a hard-nosed, old-school throwback linebacker. And some of our older crowd might remember Zach Thomas from the Miami Dolphins. He was about 5'8", 240 pounds, but he could be always in the right spot. You know, he's a great run defender, even though he was a little bit undersized. And anytime he hit you, you stayed hit.
Max Hatfield, 40 tackles coming into tonight already this year.
Yeah, just great conversion there by the Hawks.
Under a minute to play here, first quarter. Floyson dropping back, dumps down once again, has Darrell Hall, but he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Really interesting choice there by Cretin-Durham Hall. I think that they were already feeling the pressure from the Hawks being down 14 rip in the first quarter, deciding to go for it on a 4th and 6 from their own, was that 39? That's kind of a risky move this early.
Turnover on downs inside of Chaska territory, so with under a minute to go here in the first quarter, Chaska going to have another chance to capitalize. Good field position for the Hawks on this one. Right around the same point where they started from earlier tonight after the opening kickoff was returned by Colin DeSalt.
Yep, Cretin-Durham Hall going with only 3 down linemen.
Sanders handing off Boyle. Boyle plunging ahead. Second effort up to the Cretin-Durham Hall 35-yard line.
Yeah,
Boyle doesn't go down easy.
No, he just runs so hard. I think he's put on about 15 pounds of solid muscle from last year, and it shows every time he carries the ball.
6 foot 202, works hard. One in-shape kid.
Yeah, you see him grinding in the weight room after practice or before practice, and it's just he puts on a show in there.
It's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter unless Chaska hustles to get this playoff, but the horn will sound and we'll flip sides of the field. So Chaska, after 12 minutes of play, up 14-0. 2 touchdown throws by Braden Sanders, Colin DeSalt, and Carver Miller, both with big touchdown receptions for the Hawks. And homecoming 2021 is off to a great start for Chaska. The Chaska-Chanhassen Youth Football Association is a proud sponsor of our 2021 football program. CCFA serves our youth in grades 4th through 8th grade. If you have a child interested in learning more about football, visit www.chaskafootball.com to learn more. We wish the players good luck and a great season. Soarhawks, Mike, you and I both have ties back to CCFA.
Yes, we coached together for a while.
Good times, good times.
That's where I cut my teeth.
Making me feel old. Those kids graduated last year. The 2020 class. You coached several years back.
Yeah, I was talking with Coach Dickie Shallow, who helps out. He's a D-line coach on the freshman team. I played with him back in CCFA, and we were talking about the gear that the kids have now. When we were playing, it was gray face masks, white helmets, and solid color jerseys, about as cheap as it can go. And now they've got the nice CC on the side of the helmet, the matte black helmets. Sharp look.
If you have a child interested in getting into football, highly recommend CCFA. That's chaskafootball.com. Great people there. Blown up in the backfield. Sanders is going to keep it. No gain. Cretin-Derham Hall coming off the left side there, the right side rather. Blew up that one in the backfield was the option.
Yeah, they had that one scouted, Ryan. Good job there by Sanders just to minimize the damage as Cretin-Derham Hall had 2 or 3 guys in the Hawks backfield.
Chaska working south to north now towards the school. Great crowd on hand here tonight. Near side bleachers are full. Standing room only along the fence. Student section, huge student section. That's awesome.
Wow.
Credit to Brady Nicholson and the Chaska Superfan leaders. Great turnout tonight for the Hawks students. Don't blame them. Here's Sanders. Has DeSalt on the far side. DeSalt first down and more, falling down at the 20-yard line. And Colin DeSalt off to a hot start tonight after that game-winning touchdown reception last week.
Yeah, it's good to see him get rolling. We knew, the talent's there with DeSalt. It's just always been, can we get him the ball enough to make him as effective as he needs to be? And he's done a good job so far tonight.
Crossing the 100-yard receiving mark on the season, that reception. Just underway here in the second quarter. Sanders handing, he keeps it. Option with Reese Turner, but Sanders breaks through, and Sanders has a touchdown.
Wow, great play there by Saunders. Nice long read to Reese Turner up the middle. He pulls it, gets upfield, makes 1 or 2 miss, and then just overpowers the safety to muscle his way into the end zone. Sanders is on fire right now.
Tricked a lot of people here on our Jensen Decorative Concrete instant replay. Reese Turner sold it well, but Sanders kept the football and trucked all the way to the goal line, and Chaska's up 20-0, extra point pending.
Yeah, no win tonight, so the kicking game shouldn't be affected.
Snap good, hold, good kick, perfect. Chaska up 21-0 on Cretin-Derham Hall here on homecoming night.
Yeah, this is the point now. It's, we're a minute into the second quarter, up 21-0. Great start for the Hawks. They're rolling, playing loose. Cretin-Derham Hall's on the sidelines right now, probably trying to figure out exactly how to stop this flood from happening.
Hope you had Braden Sanders in your fantasy football league. 3 total touchdowns tonight, 2 through the air, 1 on the ground. Great show for the Chaska senior on his last homecoming game.
Yeah, he's been so good at just controlling the ball. I don't know how many turnovers he has this year, but I know it's not a lot. Ball possession is so crucial for this offense, and with how good the defense is, that's really the only way they can lose games when they're favorited consistently, is just bad turnovers and special teams, and the Hawks have excelled at both.
Spirits are high here at Chaska High School. Homecoming dance tomorrow night.
Yeah, good showing from the alumni as well on the sidelines.
Yeah, always is. See a lot of former Chaska football players. Here's Will Hayter on the return up to the 27-yard line. He's brought down there by a slew of Hawks. Cretin-Derham Hall going to try to get something going on offense. The Hawks defense has had their number so far.
Yeah, I wish we had a time of possession clock right now, Ryan. It's heavily in the Hawks' favor. They've probably held the ball for about 9 of the 14 minutes that we've played so far. And it would be more if they didn't score so quickly.
We said Cretin struggled in their first 3 games. Losses to 3 good teams, though, Spring Lake Park, Matamidi, and St. Thomas Academy. They actually had the opportunity to play at the Vikings practice facility at TCO Stadium against St. Thomas Academy. Cool opportunity. Chaska was able to do that a couple years ago.
Yeah, right now, Hader's wondering where all of his help is. He's trying to get anything up the middle. He's scratching and clawing, but he just keeps moving backwards as the Chaska defense has been just overwhelming so far tonight.
He's well built. Hard runner. He just has nowhere to go, as you see on our Jensen Concrete replay.
Yeah,
Miles
like
Myler with a nice tackle.
Myler plays with a little bit of swag. I know we've spoken about it before, but I've always liked him as a player. In 9th grade, you know, he came up and he knew what he was doing at all times on the field, and he's showing it so far in his junior year.
High snap. Quarterback draw. Floysen up to the 26-yard line. Will bring up 3rd and long after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, Coach Meisberger over there for Cretin-Durham Hall right now is just throwing some stuff at the wall, hoping it sticks. You know, we haven't really seen a lot of the same play because they haven't found any success with anything. We've seen draws, we've seen screens, quick passes to the outside. They've attempted to go a little deeper downfield once or twice, those horizontal jet plays, and just nothing is working against this Hawks defense.
Floysen looking to throw. Completes to Hall on the screen. Hall has nowhere to go, though. He's brought back to the original line of scrimmage, but wrangled down by 10 of the 11 Chaska defenders, and it'll be 4th down. Cretin-Durham Hall will punt.
Yeah, it looks like No Kemp was the only one that didn't get involved on that play, but he knew his boys had everything wrapped up there. Hall's a great athlete. He's pretty slippery in the open field. I'm almost wondering if the coaching staff for Cretin was thinking that was 4-down territory and they wanted to go get 6 or 7, and they were okay with running another play. We saw it last possession where they went on 4th down.
Cretin will punt for the third time tonight. This punt is nearly blocked. It's short at the 47-yard line. Fair catch hauled in by Carver Miller, and that's where Chaska will take over, 1st and 10. Thanks to the folks at Caliber Collision, located at 1324 Crystal Lane in Chaska, for their support of Hawks football. With 32 locations in the metro area, Caliber Collision is there to handle any of your collision repair needs and to restore the rhythm of your life. Visit www.calibercollision.com for a full menu of services and locations.
Check out ChaskaLaundry.com for more details.
Beautiful Friday so far. Had a little bit of rain last night. Expecting some more here maybe by the time this one's over.
We're hoping not. We're up here on top of the booth. I'd like to stay dry. I got the rain gear just in case.
Hoping our coverage won't be affected, not planning on it. Sanders rolling out after evading some pressure. He has Miller on the far side. Miller with the extra effort after breaking a tackle, and he's up to the 30-yard line. Chaska's air raid tonight has been awesome.
Yeah, some fancy footwork there by Carver Miller. He cut his route off knowing that Sanders was in a little trouble, worked his way into an open spot on the far edge of the field, caught it, stayed in bounds, and snuck forward for about 7-8 more. Great job there by Carver Miller.
Yeah, avoiding the tackle right at the sticks, got up ahead. It was even more than that.
Yeah, it was.
Up to the 30-yard line. So 1st down. Nash in the backfield. In motion is Atterbury. Sanders gets it off to Atterbury, running to the near side. He's tackled out of bounds, though. Nice play to get about 5 yards by Carson Atterbury, 5'10" junior.
Carson's one of those guys where I can see him coming in next year and really filling in that Carver Miller role. We talked about how Miller filled in great for Snuggerud. Atterbury's the next in that line. He's really good with the ball in his hands. He can make people miss. He scored a ton of touchdowns in his underclassmen years. Hopefully we can get his brother back out here on the field. He had shoulder surgery, and then we got Bam Bam, the youngest, who's playing on the freshman team, and I think he's got about 14 touchdowns in 5 games right now. So those Atterbury boys are something to look out for in the future.
Nash in the backfield gets the carry. Nash with an open field. Nash up to the 15-yard line. Good scamper by Aaron Nash for the first down.
Yeah, great job there by Nash. After the miscommunication last play, I'm happy to see the coaching staff stuck with him there. Looked like he ran the wrong play last one. That's what caused the quick pitch out to Atterbury. But nice to see him bounce back for a nice run.
Great lead block by Jack Boyle. Well, that's something, that was actually Parker LeVar.
Yeah.
Great lead block. Something that, if you can do that effectively in high school football, you'll have a really quality run game, and that's why Chaska's been so successful on the ground this year. Aside from the fact that Jack Boyle has 7 touchdowns, he gets the carry on this one up to the 7-yard line.
Yep, another hard-fought run there. The thing with Parker LeVar, we haven't talked about him a ton this year because he is primarily used as a blocker, and he's a heck of one at that. He's a former quarterback. He actually was a quarterback last year on the sophomore team, quarterback on the freshman team. So seeing him kind of morph into the superback role and the fullback role, tight end role, he's been great.
Confusion on the Cretin defensive front. Handoff goes to Boyle, and Boyle finds the end zone. Chaska up 27-0.
Yep, and we got the pyrotechnics out here tonight going off on the practice field. Great job there by Boyle. Just putting another one in the books.
Might run out of fireworks by the time this one's over. Chaska already 4 touchdowns.
You know, Ryan, I noticed that they only launched 2 that time, and the first couple times it was 3, so maybe they're going into conservative mode here. They're trying to run out the clock as well.
This Chaska offense not helping the pyrotechnic team out. Boyle on for the extra point. And it is just over the upright, no good. So score will stay 27-0 with 6:37 to go after the Boyle touchdown run. Chaska spreading it out tonight. Touchdowns for Colin DeSalt, Carver Miller, Braden Sanders, and Jack Boyle.
Yeah, it's good to see, you know, multiple people getting touches. Last week against Waconia, it was Boyle. It was Carver Miller. It was a little bit of DeSalt. Obviously, DeSalt finished off the game. But tonight we've got Atterbury involved, Nash involved, Turner involved, Boyle obviously, Carver Miller, you know, DeSalt's got a couple of catches. It's been kind of everybody's trying to get in on the party tonight.
Great look at that Chaska student section. Cameraman Todd Grover, great job showcasing this excellent Chaska crowd tonight. Singing along to the Chaska Rouser after the score. And Chaska's pouring it on Cretin-Derham Hall here midway through the second quarter. Krause to boot it deep. We haven't seen him kicking the place kicks tonight. He's still doing the kickoffs for Chaska, the only sophomore on the roster. Number 88 boots it deep here to the 30-yard line, and it's muffed. Chaska falls on it. Sure looked like Miles Myler has it, and he does.
Yep.
Hawks ball. Nothing going Cretin-Derham Hall's way.
No, if you can see the replay here, which I'm sure we're going to get.
Oh, they changed the call now.
Changed the call. I don't know if I like that.
Now there's a conversation. The original call in the field was Chaska ball, and now it's reversed, and it is Hawks ball.
Yeah, you could see it in the setup prior to the kick. The far side guy for Cretin-Derham Hall, I believe that's 13, he widened out. The near side guy did not widen out. He lined up on the hashes, so Dahl called the play to pooch it to his side, and they made it work, and Chaska's looking to extend this lead. Special teams weapons, Ryan, that's what we talked about.
Remy Pye was the one who had his hands on it and muffed it, and I believe it was Miles Myler who fell on it. We'll get a good look here on our Jensen Concrete replay. It certainly was Myler. Oh, Chaska with a takeaway in the special teams category, and once again, we'll start with the ball on their own side of the field. Cretin-Derham Hall, Chuck Meisbauer wants an explanation. There was some confusion on the play. The original call on the field was made by one of the back judges who pointed in Chaska's direction. Then the white cap came in and said it was actually Cretin-Derham Hall's ball before reversing his call following a conversation. So
if they want to, we can show them the tape.
They just want to come up here and go under the hood. Nope, we don't have that luxury here in regular season play. Chaska obviously now at this point though, Mike, playing for a first-round bye in the playoffs. It's looking if Chaska continues their success, they would have a first-round bye in that quarterfinal round. Would push them ahead to the semifinals. So,
yeah, and just with the wear and tear as the season goes on, specifically once it starts getting colder, bodies start to drop a little bit late in the season. So having that bye is huge for the Hawks.
Chaska will end up taking it here, 1st and 10 from the 32. Cretin-Derham Hall, option for Sanders. Sanders going to keep it, finds the edge. Sanders up to the 20 to the 15, still going. Sanders inside the 10, finally pushed out of bounds. Sanders just kept going.
Yeah, another great play there by Sanders. Great patience. He turned the edge, realized that he had an open field, and just took off. Boyle was there as his pitch man, but right here he recognizes the fact that he's got room to go. And as soon as he crosses the line of scrimmage, I just say go with it, Braden. He's a good enough runner, and he showed it right there.
First and goal from the 10-yard line.
Maybe a quick slant here to DeSault.
Up the middle, Boyle, gain of maybe a yard.
Yep, and I think that if Chaska gets that look again, they will go to DeSault out here on the bottom half of the field, the wide side, with one safety up, and he was playing basically over the ball, so the open portion of the field was that middle portion.
DeSault splits out wide once again. He's got one-on-one with number 32, Aleem Kamara. See if Chaska goes for it here. Inside the 10-yard line. 2nd and 10, 2nd and goal. Handoff to Turner. He's shoestring though and push back 5 yards. So unsuccessful handoff there for Chaska. Haven't seen a lot of tackles for losses by Cretin-Derham Hall so far tonight.
No, and now in this situation, now with the ball more towards the middle of the field, I would expect DeSault to go to the high end, the top half of your screen and work against Vang again, just because he's got such a size advantage.
Vang back in there after being banged up on the last possession. 3rd and goal from outside of the 14-yard line. We got a stoppage here. Cretin-Derham Hall, I believe, is called timeout. Yep, it is a Cretin-Derham Hall timeout. Gives us a second to thank LuLaRoe, our sponsor, the BU by Allison LuLaRoe shop in downtown Chaska. Located at 113 East 2nd Street, this locally owned boutique has something for everyone in women's fashion and accessories, from denim, sweaters, hoodies, leggings, and more. Stop by to see the latest fall trends, contact Allison to make an appointment, or visit the shop during their next open hours. You can also find the shop on their website at bubyallison.com. So, Mike, not a whole lot to say. Chaska up 27-0 here early, but let's look ahead to next week. Chaska goes to Orono on the road. That one will be broadcasted on the Orono live streaming page by our good friend Mike York, who's done some work for us in the past. But Orono always a tough test. Over there, it's challenging.
They're big, they're nasty, they play us tough every single year. It's never an easy game, specifically on the road with Orono. You know, we mentioned Cretin-Derham Hall being a little bit undersized. That's not going to be the situation next week. And with the running attack being as crucial as it is for the Hawks, it's going to be a tough one.
Hawks will be on the road for the next 2 weeks, going to Armstrong on the 15th, then returning home for the final regular season game on MEA Wednesday. That's the 20th of October. Penalty flag here. It'll be offsides by Cretin, so it'll push Chaska back inside the 10-yard line. It's a big penalty for a team down 27-0.
Yeah, you can't give a team as good as Chaska any breaks. They're going to take advantage of it with their play calling, their ability to run. You know, we talked about how their kicking game struggled. This might be 4-down territory. Probably not the situation with the game being what it is, but if it was, 10 rip, we'd probably see 4 downs here for the Hawks.
Sanders looking to throw, has a couple linemen coming after him. Tried to dump it off for DeSault, but DeSault just dropped it. So it'll bring up 4th down.
Kemper's coming out to kick.
And Chaska will bring out the kicking unit.
Yeah, good play call there. They just weren't able to execute. With a screen like that, a wide receiver screen, all it takes is one D lineman to sniff it out to really cause a lot of havoc, and that's what Cretin-Derham Hall was able to do there.
Snap good, hold is down, and the kick is up and good. So Chaska with a field goal. 25-yard kick from Nolan Kemp is good, and it's Chaska 30, Cretin-Derham Hall 0.
Yep, great job there. Nevin Krause putting the ball in exactly where he needs to put it. Hawks recover on that pseudo onside kick, a kind of pooch kick, and then they're able to convert. You know, that we mentioned the penalty there, or you mentioned the penalty there, Ryan. That was, I mean, that made all the difference in the world. Move the Hawks into that field goal position where they feel a lot more comfortable. Anything under 30, I think the coaching staff feels good with. Once it gets above 30, that's when they that's decision time.
The luxury for Chaska to have Nick Snugger. What was that kick he made at the bank? 52 yards?
Yeah.
I mean,
longest in state tournament history,
yeah.
Correct?
Obviously, can't expect to have that around every year. So, 25-yard field goal from Kemp puts Chaska up 30-0 after the 4-touchdown opening performance.
Yeah, and take a look at how Cretin-Derham Hall is lining up right now. You'll see their upman on the top half of the field is really wide, almost on the 30, and the near side, they're not even close.
Hawks kick it deep this time. It'll be returned by Hyder. Hyder up to the 30, and he's brought down there by Max Hatfield and a slew of other Hawks. So Cretin-Derham Hall just going to keep trying.
Yeah, we didn't see the pooch kick there. I would expect a lot more deep kicks as if this game stays the way it's at right now with the Hawks winning 30-0. Cretin-Derham Hall right now on the sidelines, it's got to be frustrating. You've thrown the kitchen sink at this defense and you haven't been able to move the ball an inch. So let's see what they come out and do here. They might as well just open it up.
Credit to the Chaska defense. Haven't allowed anything so far for Cretin-Derham Hall. We got a stoppage on the field. There was a piece of something, some tape. Yeah, looks like it. Wanted to get that off the turf.
I was going to say last year that could have been part of the field.
Yeah, the lines flying up. And not anymore. Beautiful new turf here at Chaska High School. Easy on the eyes. Nice Hawk logo in the middle of the field. Purple end zones and accenting on the sidelines. Nice investment made. Much needed investment made here by Chaska Athletic Department.
Yeah, Cretin-Derham Hall, they play at Seafoam Stadium now, the home of Concordia St. Paul. They were at St. Thomas, and when they rolled in, their bus dropped them off, and they walked down, and they couldn't believe that this was a 5A stadium. They said that's too big and too nice to be a 5A stadium. They've got to be 6A.
Certainly not. Chaska sometimes can play like it, though. Completion to Antipa on the far side. It's a first down, but he's hurt at the 45-yard line. Santa Antipa, the senior wide receiver and D-back, is down after the reception, being helped out by the Cretin-Derham Hall athletic training staff. It'll give us a second to step aside here as fourth down approaches. We'll be right back from Chaska High School. Back from Chaska High School, Antipa has been helped off under his own power. Wishing the best for him.
Yep, looks like an
First and 10. They gave Cretin-Derham Hall the first down on the play, so fresh set of downs. Banging ahead is Will Hyder. Gain of a couple, some extracurriculars after the play. Tempers flaring here.
Things are getting a little chippy out there.
Some hands being thrown around. Flags came out very quickly. We'll see who the guilty party is here. Was unable to tell who was involved.
I would expect this to be offsetting just because of the nature of the call. You know, you see it often in the pros, college, and even in high school. Guys start to exchange pushing, and they just throw offside penalties out there.
The call is on Chaska. We haven't seen an offsetting signal yet. It looks like. Wow. Unless there was something said or they got somebody for instigating. It's a 15-yard penalty, and it'll give Cretin-Derham Hall a fresh set of downs on the Chaska side of the field. Brian Dahl looking for an explanation. Obviously, we weren't down on the field. We don't have the luxury of seeing the whole incident develop. So
kind of shocking.
Yeah.
You know,
usually you're right. You usually do see those just offset.
Yeah, it's usually just kind of a tone setter for the refs out there just to kind of calm everything down. Pretty rare to see a team up 30 be the ones instigating, but Chaska wasn't able to get the call there.
Hopefully nothing more comes of that. 1st and 10 for Cretin-Derham Hall. Completion over the middle, so Cretin-Derham Hall pushing down the field up to the 22-yard line. Hall the receiver, and it's yet another first down. Furthest we've seen Cretin get inside the Chaska field position, and Brian Dahl needs a timeout.
Yeah, just looking to settle down his defense now after that penalty. You know, Cretin's starting to move the ball a little bit. Hall is somebody Cretin's just going to have to consistently target to keep this thing even. Well, it's not close now already, but to move the ball, to maintain possession, they're going to have to get Hall involved as much as possible because Hayter's not going anywhere up the middle on this defense.
Timeout on the field. We'll be right back from Chaska High School.
Chaska's taking their first.
Out of the Chaska timeout, Cretin-Derham Hall, deepest we've seen them in Chaska territory tonight. Trying to take advantage of the Chaska 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty and then the completion to Darrell Hall. Brian Dahl still having a conversation with the line judge on the near side of the field. Not sure what it's about, but it's holding up play here, and finally that discussion is concluded. Cretin split out 3 wide in the far side, looking to throw. Floys in to the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders! Great ball put on by Floysen. Hauled in by Charlie Plum, the senior.
Yeah, good ball there by Floysen. You could see that one kind of slowly develop as you got a wheel route from the inside wide receiver number 9. He's going to head to the outside like he's running a little bubble, get upfield, and he's going to be matched up with the outside linebacker. It looks like, who was that? It looks like Rector tripped a little bit there. He recognized the coverage. Anytime you see Chaska sees trips, they always go cover 3. So that's Rector's ball in the top half. He just wasn't able to keep his feet.
Perfect throw by Floysen, and the extra point is good. So Cretin-Derham Hall's on the board. Brian Dahl cannot be happy about that. That's potentially a score that could have been avoided after the 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty. Obviously, you know, you could, depending on what actually happened, you could say that Chaska didn't get the benefit of the doubt on that call, but
Cretin got away with one there too.
False start.
Yeah, absolutely. He took off about a second early, moved his foot inside, and there was still no flag. The entire coaching staff's on the sidelines wondering what that was about, and Dahl's letting them hear it right now.
3:24 to go. Cretin-Derham Hall on the board after the Plum touchdown reception. Chaska still up 30-7 though, after coming out and scoring 4 quick touchdowns and a field goal. So,
yep, and we see the replay there. As I mentioned, Chaska, anytime as a defensive philosophy, anytime they see trips to one side, they automatically call a cover 3. They roll down one of their safeties, which means a deep safety in the middle of the field, and both corners have the deep thirds on the outside edges, and we just weren't able to keep our feet there with Rector.
Dussault and Miller deep to receive. Cretin-Derham Hall in the bunch format on the kickoff.
Yep, I might want to tighten it up here a little bit as they stretch out. Yep, all right.
Aiden Mackey, the sophomore, will kick for Cretin-Derham Hall. Haven't seen him since the opening kickoff.
Hands team's out there for the Hawks too.
Cretin will boot it deep though. Big kick all the way to the end zone. Miller from his 3-yard line brings it out. Head of steam up to the 25, to the 30. Carver Miller stays on his feet, beats the kicker, stays in bounds across midfield. Miller's still going. Miller to the 40. Second effort to the 35. Big return by the Chaska senior.
Yeah, Carver Miller just out there making plays happen. He has had a heck of a year so far. you know, he just gets the ball in his hands and he's electric. He makes people miss, and he showed great patience on that return, letting blocks develop. You see 14, that's LeVar out there blocking for him. 25 as well. That's a great return.
Big 63-yard return for Carver Miller as Cretin-Derham Hall just felt they were getting something going after the touchdown throw. Carver Miller comes out and blanks that with a 63-yard kickoff return. That's the problem with kicking it so deep in high school football is you allow your returner to get a full head of steam before he's met by any tacklers.
Yeah, that was a great job.
Sanders hit as he throws once again, lofts it up for DeSalt. He's interfered with, but he still brings it in. Not sure how there wasn't a flag on that play, but it doesn't matter because Colin DeSalt brought it in anyway. What a play.
I think the refs might take off at halftime here, Ryan. They're not really showing much. They're showing about the same amount of effort as Cretin-Derham Hall right now. Great job there by DeSalt to deal with that pass interference and make that big catch. Almost snuck into the end zone too here.
36-yard pitch and catch. Chaska, Sanders to DeSalt. Early movement on the line. This one's going to be brought back 5 yards. Chaska had the heavy set in with Boyle taking the direct snap, but the line was a little quick off the gates.
I can't believe we didn't even at least get a late flag there.
Yeah, that is. It's 5-yard penalty. Chaska will bring back the standard offense, or so it would appear, backing them up to the 6-yard line. So 2 big plays for Chaska, puts them all the way down at the 6-yard line.
Both wide receivers having great nights so far tonight, Ryan.
Colin DeSalt coming out party the last couple of weeks. Second big catch of the night. 3 in the backfield for the Hawks. Sanders takes the snap, hands off Boyle. Boyle plunging ahead. Boyle across the goal line. Touchdown, Chaska. Boyle's second touchdown of the night and his 9th on the season.
Yep, and there's the 2 fireworks again, Ryan. Boyle's just got a nose for the end zone. Somebody like that, you know, you can't teach that. He knows where that goal line is, and he's going to fight, scratch, and claw for every inch to get there.
Big showing for the Chaska offense here. Not even halftime yet. 36-7 the score. Nolan Kemp on for the extra point. Chaska pushing the ball downfield with ease. High snap. Holds put down though by Sanders, and the kick is good.
Some more extracurriculars out there as Bovey's running off the field with his hands up, letting the refs know he didn't do anything.
Hard not to appreciate what Chaska's doing tonight. We knew this game could potentially go this way, Mike, but obviously whenever you get an opponent like this, trap game is always in the back of your head. And Cretin-Derham Hall at 1-3 on the season has a tough matchup tonight. Another great look. Well done by Brett Johnson, our producer, at that Colin DeSalt catch. I mean, he had number 32, Amin Kamara, draped all over him. And now we get a replay of the Boyle touchdown run, just lowering the shoulder and finding the goal line.
I got a little bit of a late hit there as well.
37-7, still 3 minutes to halftime. Expect to see some.
You know, I thought Cretin was going to play the Hawks a little bit tougher than this. I know their record's 1-3, but like I mentioned, they played good teams, and Chaska's just come out and blown their doors off.
Little bit of a drizzle starting to fall here. We knew we were potentially going to see some rain, but hopefully it holds off. 2:48 to go in the first half. At halftime, we will have a slew of activities. The Chaska Band will be performing. The Chaska 2021 Homecoming Court will be announced and presented, and then the class of 2021 Chaska Hall of Fame will be inducted at halftime tonight. Try to show you a little bit of that potentially here on the air. Obviously want to thank our sponsors for their support of Chaska Hawks football all year long. Great to get these games on the air once again for you on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Appreciate you tuning in. Here's a handoff to Hyder. Hyder bouncing off a tackler up to the sticks. Be second and short coming up.
Yeah, good strong run there by Hyder. You know, you mentioned he's kind of a little bit of a pinball there. He's a shorter running back, but he's well built. He's quick. Able to get off a tackle there and gain 9 yards.
Cretin going quick, handoff once again to Hyder. He's met at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. Tackle for loss by Brendan Sewer.
Good job there by Sewer. Preston Lorenz also getting in on the action, knocking him back those 2-3 yards, allowing the Hawks a little bit of time to recover on the outside edge and go get him.
Hawks with a quick personnel change. 3rd and 4.
Doesn't feel like it's only the second quarter.
Yeah, 37-7 the score, and yes, that's right, it is not even halftime yet. Floysen dropping back, hit as he throws, and this one's just going to fall incomplete. Probably the best thing that could have happened there for Cretin-Durham Hall.
Yeah, that is great coverage there. Almost a coverage sack. Mercer. Yeah, Mercer getting after the pass rusher, after the quarterback there, but great job by the DBs to lock everybody up, not giving them anywhere to go.
It's 4th and 4.
4th and 4 coming up. Cretin really doesn't have any option but to go for it here. Seen him punt. We've seen him punt out of the shotgun once already. We'll potentially see that again here on 4th and 4. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Quick play action. Looking deep is Floysen. Floysen's going to run it himself though and get the first down. What a extra effort by the Cretin-Durham Hall senior quarterback, stretching the sticks and giving his team another chance.
Yeah, that was needed on Cretin-Durham Hall's part. They really needed to move the sticks there because they could have been in a lot of trouble giving the Hawks the ball back.
Cretin once again, hurry up, 1st and 10, cross midfield to the 49. Dropping back, Floysen. Floysen hit once again. This one's thrown to the near side, hauled in by Santa Antipa. Antipa against Kemp, still going to the 20, and inside the red zone to the 18-yard line where he's pushed out of bounds. Nice show of sportsmanship there from Antipa. High five from Trevor Otter after the reception. So Cretin pushing here, trying to get one more score before halftime.
Yeah, Bovey came hard off the edge there, almost got to Floysen, and he wasn't able to wrap him up. Good job there by delivering a good pass on the outside edge down the field.
Well done stepping into it, delivering a strike, and senior wideout Antipa hauled it in. 1:12 to go. Cretin can slow it up here as the clock stops after the first down. And the out of bounds rush.
Yep, trips to the top side, so we'll see that cover 3.
Through the air again, Cretin to the end zone. Plum once again. Nearly hauled it in, batted around, was up in the air for a while. Cretin threw into triple coverage. Charlie Plum, who has the only touchdown reception of the night for the Raiders, was the intended target. There's a flag in the backfield, though, and it's a holding call against Cretin-Durham Hall. That's a killer.
Watch 22 Rector here. As I mentioned, they got the cover 3 going. He does a good job of peeling off his wide receiver, recognizing that there's a deeper threat. Goes up there, contests the pass, and Otter is almost able to make the
nearly
miss.
Picked off. It was up in the air for a while.
That's a coaching point right there. We mentioned Rector wasn't able to keep his feet to recover on that touchdown play. He does a great job with play recognition there, and he breaks up a touchdown. Nice job by 22.
1:06 to go, and you see Cretin-Durham Hall's been backed up all the way to the 36-yard line after the holding call. So killer penalty there as they were just starting to drive down inside the red zone. Pushed all the way back here.
Calling a Reese Turner sack here. Oh no, he got washed.
Blowing it up is Rolf. Ball's on the ground, incomplete though. Big hit put on by Rolf. Quarterback Floysen hit hard in the backfield.
Yeah, Rolf did a great job there. He's one of the leaders on this defense. He's got great size. He's kind of their green dot guy. He calls the plays on for this Chaska Hawks defense, and did a great job of getting after the quarterback there.
6'2" senior, 215 Christian Rolf, middle linebacker.
His partner almost had the pick there as well.
Chaska defense, Mike, something we didn't know a whole lot about coming into this year. We've talked about it on the air the last couple broadcasts, but boy, have they been impressive through 4 games.
Yeah, it was a question mark not only for, us up here in the booth, but also for the coaching staff, just seeing how these younger guys that didn't get a lot of playing time last year would develop, and they've really, they've answered the call.
2nd and at least 25. Cretin going to look through the air again. Plum over the middle, and he dropped it. Had it in the hands, would have been close to a first down, but he let it fall right through the hands. It was yet another good throw by Floysen. Plum let it go right through the fingertips, though.
Yeah, Chaska dropped 8 there, so seeing the tight end be able to get that wide open, the coaching staff's probably not loving that. It could have been first down. It might have even been 6, Ryan. Yeah, Chaska's got to clean that up. It's so easy to take your foot off the gas when you're up 37-7 in the first half. It's just, I'm sure the coaching staff's going to, bang it into them at halftime to say, keep going, keep going, keep going, play hard, remember your keys.
Roll out on 3rd and a mile. Floysen running it himself up to the 30. Not a whole lot there, though. Gain of maybe 5.
Yeah, they're going to let the clock wind down and then take a shot at the end zone, I would guess.
40 seconds left, so they'll... Chaska's going to take the timeout, I'd imagine, here, right?
Yeah.
So Chaska will call their second timeout and attempt to get the ball back before oh no, it is Cretin-Derham Hall takes the timeout. Interesting.
I do not like
why
that.
you
If
do
I'm
that,
Cretin-Derham Hall, that doesn't make any sense. They said,
run the play clock down.
Yeah.
You'd get it. What would it be? About 3 seconds before halftime. You call the timeout and throw the ball in the end zone. So
it's just
head scratcher.
Yeah, nothing's going well right now for Cretin. Obviously,
we'd like to help offset the cost.
With how dangerous Chaska's offense is. And granted, Chaska's probably not going to go for this road any more than they've already done so far in the first half. So if they do get the ball back here, I would expect them to maybe sit on it or at least run plays up the middle. But it's just kind of it's an unforced error, don't give a team like this opportunity.
Big 10-yard holding penalty brought him back all the way outside the 30-yard line. Had the ball inside the end zone after the big reception.
It's 4th down.
4th and long here, 38 seconds left. So
DeSalt back playing deep safety.
Cretin going to be eyeing up the goal line here. DeSalt, as Mike mentioned, hands team deep, and they're going to call another timeout. Didn't like what they saw.
Well, that's why you don't call a timeout with 38 seconds left.
Chuck Meisbauer calling back-to-back timeouts on 4th down and 23 to go. Give us a chance to step aside here from Chaska High School. We got 38 seconds left before halftime. We'll be right back. Fourth and 23. Floysen steps up in the pocket, heaves it to the end zone. Plum up in the air. Chaska knocks it down, though. DeSalt, big Chaska wide receiver, was there to bang it to the ground. And Cretin-Derham Hall fails to convert the 4th and long attempt. Mike, we were talking in the break, still wondering about that timeout at 38 seconds.
That play could have been run with 3 seconds left, and then you don't turn it over on the 35. Maybe you get a pass interference and you're able to run another play, but they're kind of a lose-lose situation calling that early timeout. I almost wonder if they recognize the fact that they made the mistake. Maybe they forgot what down it was, and then they called that second timeout to get a different play in because they had a play call that was going to get them 15 yards.
Looks like Chaska's going to run a couple plays here. Nash is in the backfield directly behind Sanders. Atterbury goes in motion. Sanders keeps triple option, tosses to Atterbury, and that should do it for the first half here. Chaska thought they would get one opportunity off, but with 18 ticks left, we'll see if the Hawks try to run a play. I wouldn't be surprised if this one runs all the way to halftime.
Yeah, running that option to the short side, it was just more or less just let's salt this one away, get into the locker room, talk about what we can improve on, tell everybody good job, pat everybody on the butt, and then say let's go get them in the second half and maybe get some new jersey numbers out there.
37-7 at halftime. Chaska offensive explosion through 24 minutes of football. DeSalt and Miller with 2 receiving touchdowns. Sanders and Boyle with the other rushing touchdowns. Kemp had a field goal early in the second quarter. Brings us to halftime here from Chaska High School. Hawks are up big on Cretin-Durham Hall on homecoming night. We'll be right back after this word from our Chaska Hawks football sponsors.
I don't think there's really one moment that starts a comeback. We have the ability to overcome anything as long as we're surrounded by the right people.
I need a good group of people to trust to work on my body.
I'll be back and I'll be stronger than ever.
I go, who are you? He goes, I'm the guy that's going to save your life.
Comebacks imply returning to where you once were. I want to go where I've never been.
Why is everything at Qdoba so good? Because we grill it, slice it, smash it, spice it, shred it, flip it, squeeze it, dip it, braise it, melt it, and saute it. Pour it, cook it, eat it, ate it. Roll it, cut it, mix it, roast it, press it, dice it, top it, smoke it, build it, salt it, pit it, scoop it, fresh it, toss it, and we do it in-house every day at Qdoba.
Introducing the 11th grade royalty, Abby Robinson and Josh Easterly. And introducing the 12th grade royalty, Emma Beach and Max Eriksrud. Ilsa, Jeffrey, and Sawyer Item. Sharuthi Pralgal Singh and Kevin Soderstrom. Suad Muhammad and Andrew Pena. And the homecoming king and queen. Ladies and gentlemen, Sydney Joss and co-captain Max Hatfield. Congratulations to the 2021 Homecoming Court.
I don't think there's really one moment that starts a comeback. We have the ability to overcome anything as long as we're surrounded by the right people.
I need a good group of people to trust to work on my body.
I'll be back and I'll be stronger than ever.
I go, who are you? He goes, I'm the guy that's going to save your life.
Comebacks imply returning to where you once were. I want to go where I've never been.
Why is everything at Qdoba so good? Because we grill it, slice it, smash it, spice it, shred it, flip it, squeeze it, dip it, braise it, melt it, and saute it. Pour it, cook it, eat it, ate it. Roll it, cut it, mix it, roast it, press it, dice it, top it, smoke it, build it, salt it, pit it, scoop it, fresh it, toss it, and we do it in-house every day at Qdoba.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. Last year, we were able to help our clients 72 times buy or sell their homes, bringing them to their next real estate chapter.
Sometimes people ask us how we do that. We listen closely to all of our clients, of course, whether they're buyers or sellers, so that we know what their goals are. When you're a seller, we partner with you, come to your home, do a marketing analysis, marketing plan, and help you prepare your home for success. Let us know if we can help you.
Soar Hawks!
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. I'm interrupting this commercial right now. Retailers have canceled MyPillow, and to thank you for your support, I'm going to pass the savings directly on to you. Go to MyPillow.com right now to get deep discounts on all MyPillow products. For example, you can get my premium MyPillows regularly $69.98, now just $29.98, the lowest price ever.
Swagelok of Minnesota, North Dakota, and Appleton are proud supporters of Chaska Hawks football. At Swagelok, our solutions are designed to perform under pressure, just like our Hawks football teams. We congratulate the Chaska Hawks on their 2019 state championship and wish them the best of luck this season.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Need a new driveway, sidewalk, or patio? Jensen Decorative Concrete has hundreds of colors and patterns to choose from. Call Jensen Decorative Concrete now through Wednesday and get free stamping with the purchase of a colored concrete project. 952-210-2692.
don't think there's really one moment that starts a comeback. We have the ability to overcome anything as long as we're surrounded by the right people.
I need a good group of people to trust to work on my body.
I'll be back and I'll be stronger than ever.
I go, who are you? He goes, I'm the guy that's going to save your life.
Comebacks imply returning to where you once were. I want to go where I've never been.
Why is everything at Qdoba so good? Because we grill it, slice it, smash it, spice it, shred it, flip it, squeeze it, dip it, braise it, melt it, and saute it. Pour it, cook it, eat it, ate it. Roll it, cut it, mix it, roast it, press it, dice it, top it, smoke it, build it, salt it, pit it, scoop it, fresh it, toss it, and we do it in-house every day at Qdoba.
Hi, I'm Emily Rome-Welter.
And I'm Jan Rome of the Rome team. Last year, we were able to help our clients 72 times buy or sell their homes, bringing them to their next real estate chapter.
Sometimes people ask us how we do that. We listen closely to all of our clients, of course, whether they're buyers or sellers, so that we know what their goals are. When you're a seller, we partner with you, come to your home, do a marketing analysis, marketing plan, and help you prepare your home for success. Let us know if we can help you.
Soar Hawks!
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Thanks to your support, you've helped make MyPillow become one of the fastest growing companies in America. I'm interrupting this commercial right now. Retailers have canceled MyPillow, and to thank you for your support, I'm going to pass the savings directly on to you. Go to MyPillow.com right now to get deep discounts on all MyPillow products. For example, you can get my premium MyPillows, regularly $69.98, now just $29.98, the lowest price ever.
Swagelok of Minnesota, North Dakota, and Appleton are proud supporters of Chaska Hawks football. At Swagelok, our solutions are designed to perform under pressure, just like our Hawks football teams. We congratulate the Chaska Hawks on their 2019 state championship and wish them the best of luck this season.
Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizzas, Bavarian pretzels, and other delicious food. They're also the perfect venue for your next business or family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska.
Need a new driveway, sidewalk, or patio? Jensen Decorative Concrete has hundreds of colors and patterns to choose from. Call Jensen Decorative Concrete now through Wednesday and get free stamping with the purchase of a colored concrete project. 952-210-2692.
Back from Chaska High School, and the rain has begun to fall here from the Hawks Nest. We are snuggled up under the tent above the press box here. Mike, things have changed in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're definitely snuggled up under here. I feel like I'm back in a huddle.
Yeah.
We'll make it work, though.
Yep.
Bear with us if we do have any technical issues here as we're working through it. We got our producer Brett, myself, and Ryan all huddled under a pretty small tent along with all of our equipment. We're going to do our best to make this work, and we should be able to keep this rolling. And here's the opening kick. And there's the opening kick. Huge hit there by No Kemp on the sidelines. Got up, and it looked like he had to shake that one off a little bit, but he's all right. He's high-fiving his teammates here. As you can hear it probably in our broadcast, the rain pelting down on our little makeshift tent here.
6x6 tent we've got here. Todd Grover's out in the rain. We
feels like 4x4.
Yeah, it's definitely tight up here.
Good thing I brought out the rain gear.
Thanks to okay. Yeah, we might have to step aside a couple times here from Chaska High School. Obviously, rain causing a little bit of a technical difficulty here, but we'll do our best to stay with you.
Luckily, it's not as close as the Chan game.
That's correct.
There's a run up the middle for St. Louis Park. Cretin-Derham Hall to start off the second half here.
So Cretin-Derham Hall right out of halftime, 37-7.
Yeah, this is all about getting out healthy here now, Ryan.
Yep.
Our equipment and the players down on the field.
Yes, exactly. All good, Brett? All right, we're going to stick with you here. Hopefully no severe weather rolls through. We're expecting just rain for the rest of the night. But the winds have picked up a little bit. Here's a handoff fumble by Will Hyder. Falls right back on it, though. That's something, obviously, field wet, ball wet. We can expect to see a little bit more of that now.
Yeah, it's already starting to show its effects on the field here. I'd expect both teams to probably keep the ball on the ground for the majority of the second half as they just try to salt this one away and get away with, a healthy team. Might see a little bit of running clock here in the second half as well.
Yeah, Chaska touchdown would push it into running time. So the rain continues to fall here. Third and 10 rather. Pass caught right at the turf. Good tackle there though by Ben Bovey. Short gain and it's fourth down.
Yep, quarterback there for Cretin, Folson, forced to check down on that 3rd and 10 situation. Good job of tackling there by Bovey.
It's 4th down and 6 to go.
10 minutes left here, third quarter. 4th and 7 yards here for Cretin.
I'd expect maybe a fake quick screen to number 1 at the bottom of the screen and look for them to go deep.
Near side, brought in, but stuffed is Ryan Warford. Screen pass was complete, but got only to the 45-yard line. They needed the 47, so right off the bat, it's a turnover on downs for Cretin.
Yep, in their own territory as well as Hatfield and Rector were there to make the play. Good job there. I mean, Chaska's DBs are so good at tackling that anything in the open field, they swarm to the ball, wrap up, and then the team aspect comes into play with Rolf and Hatfield coming in to clean everything up from the middle.
It's a turnover on downs. The Hawks will take over
First and 10 for Chaska. Sanders still in the game at quarterback. Hand off to Boyle. Boyle scampering ahead. Boyle, full head of steam. Boyle eyeing down the end zone. Touchdown, Chaska. Right off the bat, Jack Boyle to the end zone.
Yep, great play there by Boyle. Looks like they went to across the border and restocked on those fireworks. There's 2 more to launch here for the Hawks. They extend the lead out to 43-7. Boyle, it's just a great finish to that play.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a programming note. We are going to conclude the broadcast at the end of the third quarter, maybe a little sooner, just due to the rain. We are outside in the elements here, have a tent over our head, but we are going to be unable to continue the broadcast much longer if this rain persists. So do apologize for that. Homecoming 2021, Chaska up 44-7 here. So we'll stay with you for a couple more possessions possibly, but we will have to go off the air here shortly just due to the conditions outside, not suitable for us to have our technology. So appreciate you tuning in tonight. We do want to thank a couple of our sponsors here. Legacy Wealth Advisors is an independent financial services firm located in Chaska that base their practice on trust and lifelong relationships, providing clients with financial clarity and freedom to pursue their careers and personal dreams. The Rome team of Edina Realty has helped thousands of families expertly transition into a new home. Emily and Jan are known for their service, integrity, and results, and they partner with clients to prepare, price, and sell their homes. Whether you're buying or selling a home, put the Rome team of Edina Realty to work for you. Go to RomeTeamRealEstate.com for more. Swagelok of Minnesota, North Dakota, and Appleton are proud supporters of Chaska Hawks football. At Swagelock, our solutions are designed to perform under pressure, just like our Chaska Hawks football team. Congratulate the Chaska Hawks in their 2019 state championship and wish them the best of luck this season. So we are going to have to go off the air here shortly just due to the conditions outside, not suitable for us to continue tonight's broadcast. We do apologize for that, but 44-7 the score here, and Chaska running away with it. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks to Brett Johnson and Todd Grover, who Todd's outside in the rain right now. We are lucky to have at least a little cover here in the tent. Chaska will kick it off to Cretin-Derham Hall, and slipping and falling is the returner.
Yeah.
I want to thank Chaska Laundry Center. A fresh and clean environment greets you as you walk into the Chaska Laundry Center. There are friendly attendants that are there to assist you with all your laundry needs. For those of you that are busy, Chaska Laundry Center offers free pickup and delivery for all your dry cleaning needs. Check out chaskalaundry.com for more details. The Schramm House overlooks downtown Chaska and Athletic Park with a variety of indoor and outdoor seating with food and drink. Stop by before or after the game. They have an on-site kitchen with pizza and Bavaria pretzels. They're the perfect venue for your next family event. That's Schramm House in Chaska. And finally, an annual hotspot for Hawks football fans, Heartbreakers Bar and Grill has outstanding burgers and pizza. They have great drink specials as well. Heartbreakers is located in the Chaska Commons, so get off the couch and stop by after the game and enjoy some delicious food and beverages.
Yeah, Ryan, now that we got the reads done, we'll get back to calling the game here in a second as the quarterback, Flosland, almost loses the ball. I just wanted to touch on again, we mentioned it earlier this year in our broadcast, Stephen Melton, Coach Rodney Melton's son, lost his life earlier in early September. His memorial service was today at Westwood Church. I saw your parents there. A lot of Chaska alums were there. The entire 9th grade team was there, as well as the entire varsity coaching staff. Coach Melton had family up from Texas. Stephen was laid to rest in Texas earlier, middle of September. This is a huge loss for the program, huge loss for Coach Melton. And I played with Stephen. He's a great guy, really unfortunate, and we just want to give our love to Coach Melton. I hope you're watching at home with your family, staying dry. And I know that you've mentioned it multiple times, and you mentioned it in your eulogy today that Stephen is your only son and nothing can replace him. And I know that that's true, but with 17 years in the Chaska program, Coach Melton's got about 1,000 kids that proudly call him dad, that he's brought up along the years. So, Coach, we love you, and I hope everything's going well at home.
All-time guy, Rodney Melton.
Oh, my
you
gosh.
can't say enough. All-time guy.
First time I met Rodney, I was in 6th grade. I scored my first touchdown in CCFA, and he was there in the end zone to congratulate me. He wasn't even my coach at the time. That just shows you what kind of guy Rodney is.
Pass high and outside intended for number 1. That's Darrell Hall. We are going to be, if you just tuned in, we are going to have to cancel tonight's broadcast after this possession, actually. The rain outside tonight has just made conditions unsuitable. We have a little tent over us, but our technology is not going to make it much longer. So please understand, we wish we could stay with you for the rest of homecoming night, but at 44-7, we are going to conclude the broadcast following this punt from Cretin-Derham Hall. So
check out Twitter for final results.
Yep. Eric Krauscher's down there. Chaska's John Summer, athletic director. Hope you'll join Mike York and company next week at Orono. Chaska takes on the Spartans on the road, and then Hawks will go to Armstrong before returning home for the final game of the regular season here against St. Louis Park on MEA Wednesday. The punt is nearly blocked by Nolan Kemp. It's a good punt out to the 35-yard line where Carver Miller receives it, and that's going to do it for us tonight, folks. We do apologize that we have to leave you early. There are 8:12 left in the third quarter. Chaska's up 44-7, but we will be terminating